Turn to M3 and Karen B for this week's episode of Comply on the Fly. You'll get quick and timely answers to the most common compliance questions so you and your business can keep moving ahead. Please note this podcast and the contents herein do not constitute legal advice. Please seek the advice of counsel for any benefit compliance related implementation guidance or strategy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Karen B., and the Comply on the Fly question of the week is, if an employee does not return to work after having a baby, and if offered COBRA, can the baby be enrolled on her COBRA plan? You might immediately think no, because you might be thinking that if the baby wasn't covered on the active plan, the baby wouldn't be offered COBRA, which is true. But there are more things to consider here. It's all about timing. In this situation, if the employee did not add the baby to the plan or plans while the employee was an active employee, and the COBRA qualifying event occurs, which would be the termination of employment plus loss of coverage, then COBRA is only offered to the employee. However, if the employee actually enrolls in the COBRA coverage, she would be allowed to add eligible dependents under the special enrollment provisions under the plan. Generally speaking, HIPAA special enrollment events are marriage, birth, adoption, or loss of other coverage. So depending on when the baby was born, the baby could be added and would be considered a qualified beneficiary under COBRA. And remember, at this moment in time, April 2022, HIPAA special enrollment deadlines to request such enrollment are extended to 1 year from the event or 60 days after the end of the national emergency, whichever is earlier. Without this extension, the request time is 30 days. The baby could also be added to the COBRA coverage at open enrollment. And that is your Comply on the Fly question of the week. Thanks for tuning in.
What's on your mind? If you have a pressing compliance question, send it to askkarenb@m3ins.com. We'll do our best to cover it in an upcoming episode. You can now follow and subscribe to Comply on the Fly on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Podcasts. Make sure to tune in next week and encourage others to join us.